Hi guys, and welcome to some more Hot Wheels expansion coverage for Forza Horizon 3. We're going to be taking part in a quick stunt sprint race here, and we're going to be driving the amazing Rip Rod. So we're going to switch to the cockpit view for now. We're going to change up the views as we go along, and so a quick race then. So 8th place out of 12 runners, and as you can see we're racing against other normal cars, so it's unusual. You know, you're driving a Hot Wheels car, you expect to race against other Hot Wheels vehicles, but you can see most of the grid is made up of real world vehicles. So you start off in the sort of slower cars, and you do unlock the faster cars as you go along. I do unlock a faster car if it gets the Bone Shaker car later on, but we have to sort of make do with this Rip Rod for now. It's not the quickest of cars, as you can see. So we go over this loop then, and when you go over a loop, you know, you're not going very fast. It feels like you're going to fall off the track at any moment, so you can see me struggling a bit with the car. So at the moment I am using my normal setup for Forza Horizon 3, so it's assists off, you know, ABS off, you know, everything turned to the simulation settings. And as a result, I found it to be pretty tricky. You know, I do dial in the settings later on, where I change to the arcade, and here's the speed pads in action, then the black pads on the floor. As you can see, the speed goes up tremendously as again we go over this loop. Oh, getting a little bit of contact there, but we managed to keep in a straight line again, some contact, so you know, you will get bumped and grinded against. And again over the speed bump, then over a massive jump. Great stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're going to go off and into the water. Right, so on to a new race, sticking with the Rip Rod for now. And this time we're going to go from the chase cam, which I found probably is one of the best views when using a controller, at least. It really does sort of suit the game style, and it sort of more gives you more sort of that Trackmania Turbo feeling. So we're going over the speed pads once more. Bearing in mind all assists are off, so it is tricky. You see me correcting my steering left and right just to try and keep the car on the orange stuff. Oh, a little bit of contact against the wall. And you can see it's all gone horribly wrong, so it is difficult to get to grips with if you're not using any assists. Right, so we're going to be taking part in the same race again. This time I have turned on the assists, and to make it much more of an arcade experience, which is what it is basically. So, and you know, of course it made for a more satisfying experience. So back in the cockpit view then, see the ABS kicking in there under braking, and it just felt so much better. You know, I found that the cars tend to understeer and then sort of brake into oversteer, whereas here the cars just felt more planted. There's a little bit more oversteer on turn-in, so it was much more satisfying, and you know, it's the best way to play with some assists on, at least, so I found it much more enjoyable. So you know, again in the city area, big jump here. It's great the way that they've sort of they've worked the track around the various buildings, and you know, just as a technical marvel, it's a fantastic achievement. No doubt about it. So come over the speed pads once more then. Closing the gap, trying to look on the inside here. And you can see a little bit of oversteer now, so much better, so much more fun. Which is what it should be. It's what it's all about. It's all about fun. And you can see there the track's splitting there, so it's very easy to get that wrong. You can see now the light is fading pretty quickly. And it does come back very quickly as well into daytime, so it's unusual sort of time of day going on, but it all adds to the character of the expansion and gives it that sort of unique feel and sort of separates it from the main game, which is great. So just squeezing through that checkpoint then, and just taking it a little bit probably too quickly through there, so you will have to get your speed down on certain turns. There are some very sharp turns. There's a 90-degree left coming up right now, for instance. You can see I get it a bit wrong there, so you will have to respect braking distances a little bit at least. So it's not just one of those, you know, modes where you just slam on the steering and you'll make the turn. And again, they're just a little bit too fast and sort of paying the price there. Another pad, you can see I get overtaken there. So we're doing about 186 there as we land onto another pad. And a good little scrap here for first place. Oh, I just tried to be a little bit too over-ambitious there, trying to make the turn, but too fast again. You've got to sort of respect the turns a little bit. You can see that second place car, you can see is right behind me. Just having a little look at the environment, stunning stuff. Again, trying to make the other side then, I almost hit the middle there, but I wanted to see what the other split was all about. So it's I imagine it's probably a shorter route, but you do have to go out your way to actually get that route. So it is a sort of risk reward payoff. But we're in first place by quite a distance now. So the early races, as long as you get to grips with the handling and the tracks, it is fairly straightforward early on at least, but you do unlock the faster cars later on, so it'll be interesting to see if it does really sort of ramp up in difficulty. And of course you can always adjust the AI to suit. But we're going to be coming across the line, I think, right now. So that was it for the race. I'm stuck on a rock, a big rock. I'm stuck on a very, very big rock. I'm trying to reverse, I'm trying to accelerate, I'm turning the wheels, I can't get off this rock. Oh no, well, still stuck on the rock. It's a big rock, what can I say? Yep, we're still stuck on the same rock. And this is not going very well, is it? Where's that reset button? Oh, we're getting close to getting off this rock. Come on, still stuck. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Come on. Okay, well, I managed to actually reset my car. I couldn't quite get off that rock, but there you are. So we're going to be taking part in the final race here. I've unlocked the Bone Shaker now, so there you go, in all its glory. And we're going to be taking the action from the cockpit view. So, fantastic little car there. Sort of skull theme going on. And, you know, if you're a fan of Rocket League, you probably will know this car from one of the Rocket League expansions. So it's not the first time Hot Wheels has been featured in the game. Oh, look at that. The car goes flying off into the water. How on earth did that happen? I don't know. But, wow. And I'm just having a little look now. I can't actually see where the car is, so it doesn't look like it's actually respawned. But anyway, let's get back into the race. So we're in 11th place out of 12. Assuming the 12th place car is still actually racing. Once again, I'm driving against other real-world vehicles. I think there might be one other Bone Shaker actually in the pack. And again, the extra speed. I'm just struggling a little bit with the handling of the car. It feels quite different from the previous car, the Rip Rod. You can see the cars jostling ahead for position. You can see the other Bone Shaker now to my left as we hit the brakes. And we're going to this sort of half bowl portion of the track, which is good to see. So there's a little bit of variation in the track. I found it to be a little bit lacking in some of the tracks, so it's good to see this little half pipe thrown in there just for a bit of variation, which it does need. Getting the speed up here. Oh, look at that oversteer, a bit of opposite lock going on. Great stuff. Doing about 130 there, holding the wheel to the side, which is what we want to see. It's all good fun. And again, just sort of throwing the car in, a bit of opposite lock going on as well as we make the overtake here on the left, squeezing through to come across the line. So second lap of 2. Oh, making contact there. I think there's an F40 Ferrari there. Not quite sure what it's doing. Racing against a Bone Shaker, but there you go. It is an F40, yeah. So, wow, very tight turn this. Sort of double apex, getting it all wrong now into the side. So you will have to learn these tracks. Oh, a bit of contact there. Whoops. Oh, sending me out wide. I just about make the turn though. Coming off the accelerator sort of brings your car around nicely. And it's quite difficult to drive in this viewpoint. It's quite, you know, you've got this very low roof line. It does obscure the view, so it will take some getting used to. But overall, you know, it's a good fun car to drive. And coming across the finish line then. Oh, a bit of pressure there for the second place. So that was it for a look at the Hot Wheels expansion for Forza Horizon 3. Thanks for watching.
Well, how do you like it?